What could be both hero and villain? After all, you need some of it, but too much can kill you. Cholesterol. Necessary and yet dangerous. In North America, our cholesterol levels in the blood average about 190, 200, up to 300. All too many people think that this is relatively normal. However, when we look around the world, we find that societies without any heart disease, without any atherosclerosis, the narrowing of the arteries, usually have cholesterol levels of 90 to 150. As a matter of fact, their high cholesterol levels, let's say 150, are actually our very low cholesterol levels in our society. Cholesterol is the very kingpin of the risk arch for atherosclerosis, heart disease, stroke, narrowing of the arteries. Now, how can we get our cholesterol down to levels of 150? What can we do? Plenty. There are three factors. Number one, reduce the cholesterol that you eat. And remember, cholesterol is only found in animal products. That's right. Number two, cut back on fats and oil and grease, especially the saturated fat, especially the animal fats. And number three, eat more soluble fiber, fiber that you find in legumes, in beans, in grains, and in fruits and vegetables. Just to give you some idea what causes our cholesterol to go up and how you can bring it down, let me just show you where most of the cholesterol is that we eat. Here you see a typical American breakfast scene. A couple of eggs for breakfast. And of course, we don't want to forget the bacon. Right here, you have now 230 milligrams of cholesterol per egg, which means 460 milligrams plus the cholesterol in the bacon. So here you have about 500 milligrams of cholesterol in just one meal. And we don't want you to have more than 50 milligrams for the whole day. That's right. Now, aside from the eggs, which are a very powerful source of cholesterol, we can also take a look at some other animal products. Here now you see an 8-ounce steak. And the amount of cholesterol here is about 180 milligrams. Did you know that you have about as much cholesterol in the pork that you see here, the same amount of weight, or in the same amount of weight in a chicken? That's right. You know, many times people think that chicken is low in cholesterol. The amount of cholesterol is exactly the same. That's right. The steak, the pork, and the chicken for serving size has exactly the same amount of cholesterol. So if you want to bring your cholesterol down, be very careful about anything that comes from an animal, as you see here. Of course, you also want to be careful with the cheese here and the whole milk products. This is not in your best interest. And again, one of the most important lessons for us to take home today is that all of these foods are not only loaded with cholesterol, but they're also very high in fat. Did you know that this steak is 70% fat? Did you know that the pork and the chicken is also fairly high in fat, especially the way we design it? And, moreover, look at the cheese. This is now 70% of total calories fat, and the milk, whole milk, is 50% fat. That's a great way to close your arteries. That's a great way to have high cholesterol levels. On the other hand, what you want to do, emphasize more of the new 4 food groups. That is, more beans and lentils, more grains, the pastas, the breads, the grains, more vegetables and more fruits. These are very high in phytochemicals, they're very high in minerals, they're very high in vitamins, and they're very high in a special kind of fiber that helps to lower the cholesterol and bring it down your bloodstream. Don't be a statistic. Don't have cholesterol levels above 160, 170, 180. That may be normal for America, but it's dangerous as far as your health is concerned, because in America, every second person dies from heart disease. Don't be normal. Be ideal. And have cholesterol levels that you find in societies around the world where they don't have heart disease. Keep it below the 150 mark. Healthy by choice, not by chance.